Hello everyone, I'm Gabriel, and welcome to another episode of Gabriel Reviews, where I talk about movies, I give my honest thoughts about them, and rate them from a 1 to a 10. And today's review is going to be a pretty special one, because today is Pi Day, so happy Pi Day for everyone who's watching this. And I decided to review a special movie for today, for this Pi Day, and that would be the movie Pi. So Pi is a psychological thriller film released in 1998, written and directed by Darren Aronofsky, to which this was also his directorial debut before he would direct other movies such as Black Swan, Requiem for a Dream, The Wrestler, and other films. And this movie was also filmed in a high-contrast black and white, and the title refers to the term of math, 3.14, also known as Pi. Now, I want to start off by saying that I'm a big fan of Darren Aronofsky, and that he's one of my favorite directors, and I've actually seen every single film of his that he has directed in his career, and he is just a superior and fantastic director that you should definitely check out, like, most of his films. Like, his films are really, really well made and very, very different as well. And for this film being his directorial debut, it's pretty impressive, and I also want to say that, it's very special for me to review this movie on Pi Day, and that I knew I had to review this movie at the perfect time, and I've been planning to review this movie for quite a while, and, well, here we are now. So this movie follows a mathematician named Max Cohen, played by Sean Goulet, who lives in an apartment in Chinatown, and believes that nature can be understood by all numbers. However, he suffers from headaches, paranoia, and SPD, and he only interacts with his mentor and the people who live in this apartment. So Max builds a supercomputer to make stock predictions to a key number. However, not only he can do that, he thinks that the predictions will lead to the name of Jehovah, which is a mystery name that rumors that the world was gonna end. Max's search brings him to the attention of priests and Wall Street gurus, and his mind also spirals into brilliance and obsession to a frenzy and to find the true meaning of the key number. So Max has to make predictions between the numbers and the reality of nature. Now onto my thoughts. Now, for a directorial debut from Darren Aronofsky, I think this was really impressive. This was a really good start to his directing career, and I really like the story of the film. I love the visual effects, especially how the movie is all shot in black and white. All the acting is really good, the set designs are nice, and I kind of like how the camera is set differently most times throughout the film as it focuses on some of the other characters. It's really weird, it's very trippy, it's pretty creepy, and it's pretty confusing most parts. Although, when I first watched this movie last year, I kind of knew what was going on, at least, as if the hallucinations and the strange thing in Max's mind. And this definitely will not be the only time that I watch this movie, and since it's Pi Day, I'm actually going to watch this movie after this review is over. Yep. I also really like the soundtrack in this film, especially the opening sequence. Like, that song that plays at the beginning of this movie is awesome, and as well as the other tracks of the score. Like, this movie has one of the best opening sequences I've seen and heard of a movie. I really like how, like, the pie is made, like, it starts with numbers and it shows the pie symbol, and then this sick music starts playing. Like, it's awesome. It's one of the most interesting thriller movies I've ever seen, and it kind of reminds me of those art house films, like, for its imagery and stuff like that. It's a bizarre and creepy film, and one movie I would say you'll have to watch more than once to figure out what's actually going on. To be honest, I think this movie feels like something that David Lynch would have directed if he was still alive for its unique nature. And it kind of feels that way like any other David Lynch film, which I can imagine that being a really weird experience. And it's one of the strangest films that Darren Aronofsky has directed, and it's one of the most unique films he has made, and that is one of the most unique films that I've ever seen. I really like this movie a lot, and it's a weird and confusing film, but it's a really great film. And if you haven't seen this movie, I would highly recommend you watch it. Also, to any film buffs out there, make sure you watch this movie every year on Pi Day, March 14th, because that's what I'm thinking about doing every year that day. What a piece of work that is really well made that Darren Aronofsky has directed, and I will definitely review Aronofsky's other films for sure. And to end off this review, I'm going to give Pi a 9 out of 10.
Woo! Yeah, baby!
Well, that's the end of this review, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, like, comment, share, and stay tuned for more videos coming out in the future.